I've got to say, I'm really disappointed in my performance today. I just want to get stronger.
Don't we all? When it comes to cycling, strength and power play a big part in your performance. There are no shortcuts though, unless you're on an e-bike. So here are 3 tips for improving your strength when cycling. I think we can stop this now, Mark. There's no relevance to cycling whatsoever.
Maximal efforts are a really good and quick way to see improvements in your cycling. These will massively help in your ability to punch up and over short, steep climbs and apply short bursts of power. For instance, closing little gaps on a grouped ride. Now, the reason that these work is due to a thing called neuromuscular training, essentially training your body to recruit more muscle fibers. And you might be thinking, hang on, but I cycle all the time, surely I'm doing that already. Well, actually, no. But maximal efforts will do that. Unfortunately, they don't need to be that long. 5 to 10 seconds will do, but they need to be hard, really hard. And the nice thing with these is that whilst they feel hard at the time, the session isn't going to leave you on the floor at the end. So they're a great workout to pop in perhaps the day before another session, or perhaps even to or from your commute to work.
You can add these into a standard ride, for instance, 10-second maximal bursts every 5 minutes over the course of 30 minutes. Or perhaps you can use the traffic lights as an opportunity to do maximal efforts each time they turn green. Just make sure you're in a good gear that's going to require some good effort to turn.
Another surefire way to improve muscular strength and endurance when riding is by riding uphill. It certainly helped me when I first took up cycling. Well, not that I had a choice, doing training camps in the Swiss Alps. It works because as cyclists, we naturally tend to lower our cadence and push harder on the pedals when going uphill. So if you do this for sustained periods, like in a climb, it's a surefire way to build that muscular strength. But as with everything, don't go jumping into alpine ascents if you've never done them before. Start slowly and build up over time. If you don't live near hills, you can try what we call over-gearing. That is, putting your bike in a bigger gear than you normally would and cranking up the speed a little bit so that you're really working those muscles. Try to keep yourself seated and keep the pedaling action as smooth as possible. It's a bit like lifting weights, but on a bike. And if you're feeling really adventurous, you could combine the two, doing over-gearing work as you climb up a hill. But with this, definitely start slowly and build into it.
And finally, we have sweet spot efforts. These are like magic efforts. Now, sweet spot is between 88 to 94% of your functional threshold power, or between 75 to 85% of your maximum heart rate. And what makes these so good is that this is an effort just below your threshold, meaning that we can rack up a serious amount of time at this high threshold, which is going to fatigue the muscle fibers, but not create too much muscle damage. Now, you may be thinking, this sounds great, but these aren't an easy route out from threshold efforts because by the very nature, they're slightly easier, meaning we have to do longer at these efforts. Now, on a rating of perceived exertion, this sits around a 7 out of 10 on a scale of 1 to 10. And by doing these sweet spot efforts, they ultimately help to push our fitness and threshold up, but also our power and strength on the bike. I mean, what's not to like about them? Well, the sessions, they're pretty hard. So a good example might be 3 lots of 10 minutes at sweet spot with 10-minute recovery between, progressing maybe to 2 lots of 15 minutes at sweet spot with 10 minutes between. You kind of get the picture.
Now, it goes without saying that how you put this into your training program requires a bit of thought. You can't just go out every ride and do some maximal sprints and then smash every climb and then finish off with some sweet spot training. That's just not going to work. You need to put some thought into where is best to put that into your training program. If you do want some more information on sweet spot intervals, we do have a video on that on the channel, so click on the link. If you like this video, hit the subscribe button and don't forget to hit that thumbs up to support the channel.